Hello everybody, my name is Cozy and I'm here to help you learn how to experience OSU in the best way possible, along with teaching you some things to help you get started. You may be wondering why I'm making this video if I usually make gaming content rather than guides or tutorials of sorts, and well, it's because so many people come to me every now and then asking, hey, I know you play a lot of OSU and I kind of wanted to learn, but I'm struggling, can you help me? And well, since so many people ask, I figured why not make a video on it for all the people who don't know me and want to learn how to play OSU. So in this video, I'll be teaching you the basics to OSU and how to get started. Also, a quick disclaimer, this video is not made for the purpose of teaching you everything you need to know in OSU. This video is primarily created for beginners. And with that out of the way, let's get started. But first off, let's talk about settings. In OSU, the settings you use are extremely crucial when it comes to comfortably playing the game. There are many different things to go over, but I'll only be talking about the important ones. First off, you'll want to go to the Layout tab of the Settings menu. 9 times out of 10, OSU players, or gamers in general, like to play games in full screen, so make sure you have it enabled if you like to play games in full screen as well. While we are here, you may want to make sure that the resolution is correct. Next, we have the Details section. This is the section that will change the visuals of your game. It's useful to know that if your device is weak, you may want to turn most of these settings off so you can play your game at peak performance. Here's a quick rundown of what all the settings do. Snaking sliders makes it to where the slider slowly comes out from its starting position. Background videos plays a video in the background of the map if you download a map with the video. Usually you will want to have this disabled for reasons I will explain later in the video. Storyboards are the sort of cross between videos and pictures with some special effects sprinkled in every now and then. Combo burst makes it to where your game gives you some sort of special effect when you hit a combo milestone, as OSU calls it. Hit lighting is an effect that leaves a small glow behind the circle you just hit. The other two settings aren't exactly important. In the gameplay category, there are many important things to notice, but just like in the graphics section, I'll be pointing out the important things. Background dim has to be one of, if not the most important thing in OSU. Most players make it 100% dim, so they don't get distracted. This is where disabling background videos and storyboards would be pretty useful. Next up, we'll jump over to the Input tab. This is where you will configure most of your controls. The main things you may want to change are your sensitivity and your left and right click. OSU defaults your left and right click to Z and X, but adjust if needed. Now that we're finished with the settings, let's talk about the interface. Once you open OSU, you will be greeted by the main screen, and when you click the circle in the middle of your screen, you are shown 4 options. There's Play, Edit, Options, and Quit. These are all pretty self-explanatory, so we'll move past this bit of interface. Once you press play, you can choose to play solo or multiplayer, but for the sake of this video, I'll be showing you the solo interface. There's a lot to take in when you open the single player interface. This is where you will select your beat map and mods. In the upper left, OSU gives you these details: the title of the map, the artist, the length of the map, the BPM, amount of objects, how many of each object there are, the circle size, approach rate, overall difficulty, HP, and overall difficulty of the map measured in stars. On the bottom of the single player interface, you have the mode select, mods, beatmap randomizer, beatmap options tab, and your user info. Next, we will discuss the controls of the game, starting with how to select a beatmap and mods. In order to switch between different difficulties of a map, simply click on the one you want to select or cycle through them using up and down. In order to switch between the selected beat map, you can click on the one you want to play or cycle through with left and right. Left bring you to the previous one, and right bring you to the next one. You can click on mods to open the mod menu, or you can press F1. Here, you can use shortcuts to select the mods, or you can click the ones that you want to use. I won't be explaining the OSU mods in this video, but if you would like me to, hit that like button and I'll make a video covering what all of these mods do. Once you've selected the mods you want to use and beatmap you want to play, you can press enter on the beatmap select screen, or click on the OSU logo in the bottom right. Here's where most beginners get lost. They don't quite understand how or when to click the circles. When you need to click the circles indicated by the ring around it that closes in on it. When the outer ring meets the edge of the circle is when you need to click or tap it. You will get a 50, 100, or 300 depending on how close you were to clicking the circle on time. Sliders are similar to circles, but you have to drag it from the start of the slider to the end of it. In order to do this, hold whichever key you use to tap from the start of the slider drag your cursor to the end of it and let go once the slider disappears or once that slider roll has hit the end. The last object in a beat map is a spinner. With these, you hold down the key you use to tap while spinning your cursor around the center of your screen. Also, in order to quit a beat map, press escape and click on quit. If you'd like to retry, you can click retry. Last but not least, I'll help you learn to export and import things through Osu. Of course, you want to know how to download different songs in Osu, and luckily, you've come to the right place. If you don't have Osu Direct, you will need to go to the Osu website. Once you're there, you will need to go to the Beatmaps tab next to the Home tab. Once you're on the Beatmaps page, you will be greeted with all the recently ranked beatmaps. Ranked beatmaps will reward you with PP. And no, not that kind of PP. I meant to say performance points. The more PP you have, the higher your rank will be. Loved maps are maps that are well loved by the community. And graveyard maps are maps that didn't meet the standards to be a ranked map. You may use the search bar to look up any song you want, but you won't always find what you're looking for. Next up, you want to know how to download a nice Osu skin, because Osu is more enjoyable and easier to play if you are comfortable playing it. There are two ways to find good Osu skins. One way is to go to the Osu skins subreddit. There, you can sort by top of all time to find the best Osu skins, and if you want to find a specific type of skin, for instance, that one time I wanted a minimalist Osu skin really bad, I just typed minimalist into the search bar. The next place to find an Osu skin if Reddit didn't suffice is to go to the Osu forums, into the skinning tab, and clicking on the completed skin section. This is where I found my current skin, which is IJN Yamashito for anybody who is wondering. If you downloaded a beatmap or Osu skin, you will need to go to the file location where you downloaded it and double click it. This will open Osu if it wasn't open already. That should be all for this guide. I would like to clarify that this video is not a complete guide to Osu. In this video, I wanted to help beginners get started with the game, but most of your Osu questions can be answered on the Osu forums or by some helpful YouTube videos. However, if you cannot manage to find what you are looking for on the forums or YouTube, feel free to request me to make a video on it in the description. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, I'd appreciate if you left a like. And if you didn't enjoy the video, feel free to express by hitting the dislike button. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.